So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was invited by Advaita for lunch, and he was very happy with that invitation. Then Advaita Mahaprabhu, he started glorifying Advaita. Oh, I know, I've had your cooking before. I had Sita's cooking, it's very wonderful. If anyone eats rice by you, anyone eats rice cooked by you, they get love of God. And so Lord Chaitanya was very excited about going to his house for prasadam. And then we read how Advaita went home and said, guess what, Mahaprabhu's coming for lunch. And then his wife was very excited, and she started thinking what to cook for Mahaprabhu. And then Advaita was saying, listen, this is how he's talking to his mother. Advaita Balena, Shuna Krishna Dasera Mata, Tamare Kahi Jay Ami Eka Mana Kata. We heard that Advaita is cooking, but then Advaita said to his wife, he said, "Oh Mother of Krishnadas." Ancient culture, he wouldn't call her by her first name, but he's saying Mother, because he had 6 sons at Advaita. One of them was Krishnadas, I guess, I'm not clear. Oh, excuse me. Krishnadas referred to here as Krishna Mishra, the son of Advaita Prabhu. Alright. So apparently Advaitacharya's last name is also Mishra. So he's saying here, he's talking about his wife. He says, look, I want to reveal my mind to you. Sometimes wives reveal their minds to their husbands, or husbands reveal their mind to the wife. And he said, listen, I've cooked this offering for Lord Chaitanya to come as our guest for lunch. But Jata Kichu e Mora, Karimun Sambhar, Kon Rupe Prabhu Sabha Karina Svikar. He's saying, oh, to his wife, Advaita is saying, I don't know how, but I want Gauranga Mahaprabhu to relish everything that we have cooked. So this is the mentality of the host. When they invite guests, they want them to be happy and relish everything. He doesn't know how that's possible. So now he gives Advaita gives some reasons why Mahaprabhu may not relish everything he's cooked. Can you imagine? Why does he have this doubt? Why does Advaita have some doubt? Oh, I'm thinking, I don't know, but I want the Lord to relish everything. And then he goes on to say, however, Jadi Asi Bena Sanyasira Goshti Laya Kichu na Kaiba Tabe Jani Ami Iya. I'm afraid that if he comes here, because wherever he moves with his entourage. He never usually comes alone. So when he comes here, he'll be with other sannyasis, and they'll be accompanying him. And then, in the presence of other sannyasis, then he won't eat very much. So Advaitacharya is revealing his mind to his wife. He's saying, listen, we've invited Mahaprabhu for lunch, and you and I have cooked such a wonderful offering, Advaitacharya and his wife Sita Devi. But he has some doubts, because when Mahaprabhu comes here, he'll feel inhibited. Because he'll come with many sannyasis to this luncheon engagement. And he won't eat very much. Do you know there's a situation where someone feels relaxed, and when someone is uptight. So Lord Chaitanya, if he comes with many other sannyasis like himself, then he'll think, oh, I should not eat very much. So Advaitacharya is revealing his mind here. This is Jagannath Puri, Advaitacharya's house. Parma Santoshe Tabe Vasaya Aila Prabhura Bhikshara Saja Karite Lagila. In great satisfaction, Advaitacharya returned home and made excuse me, I went the backwards way. This way. Okay, excuse me. Apekshita Jata Jata Mahanta Sannyasi Sabe Prabhura Sange Bhiksha Karina Asi. And then Advaita goes on to speaking with his wife. Generally, all the sannyasis accompany Mahaprabhu every day to take their meals. Because different grihastas, they were inviting Mahaprabhu to come to their house, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please, you come and take food from our hand. Please, you come and take food from our hand. And so, one by one, he was reciprocating with grihastas as a sannyasi and taking bhikshu, taking some alms in their house to bless them with his sangha, to bless them with his darshan, and to bless them with his kirtan, and to bless them with his shiksha. He would give them some instructions. Like once he met one grihasta, he was invited to his house, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then that grihasta said, "Oh, I want to leave my wife and come with you." And Lord Chaitanya said, "That's not a good idea, to leave the wife. I'm a sannyasi, I'm traveling preaching." And what did he say? He said to him, "Yare deki tarika Krishna Upadesh Amara Agaya Guru Hanatari Desh." He said, "I will go here and there, and you stay here, but on my order, Agya, on my order, you should teach your other grihasta friends and associates and relatives, teach them Krishna Shiksha, the teachings of Krishna and Gita and Bhagavatam. And you stay here, and I'll be very pleased by that if you stay here." So then, that was his instruction to them, and then he accepted that instruction. So in this way, Lord Chaitanya was blessing grihastas in various ways. So then Advaita Acharya continues to speak. Sabe prabhure karina parama apeksha prabhu sange sava asi prite karina bhiksha. He's telling his wife, Advaita Acharya, all those sannyasis have great respect for Gauranga. So out of affection, they take their meals along with him. Now this is Advaita's thinking after he spoke that. Advaita chintena mane hena pakkahai ekeshwara prabhu asi karina vijay. Advaita thought, how nice are all these preparations, if only the Lord would come alone. So he knows the Lord is a sannyasi, and generally sannyasis have a niyam of eating very simple, plain foodstuffs, some steamed vegetables, some rice, chapati, dal. But he's made an elaborate feast, because he understands that Gauranga Mahaprabhu is actually Bhagavan, Sri Krishna Bhagavan. And moreover, he wants to show that I know how to cook, and the perfection of my cooking is to cook for the Lord, for my guest. And he's made all these preparations, which he knows that Lord Chaitanya likes, because in his Purva ashram, in a prior ashram, Lord Chaitanya was Grihastha, now he's sannyas. And he likes so many preparations. And Advaita's wife and he would cook those preparations in Shantipur or even in Mayapur. So he's making all the favorites. He's making all the favorite preparations of his Purva ashram. But he knows, oh, I've heard Lord Chaitanya is sannyasi now, and he wandered through Bihar. He went through the Jharkhand forest, the jungle, and he was just eating some wild roots and vegetables, wild roots from mool, van mool, some forest roots, and some wild berries and fruits from the trees. He's not interested in any sense gratification, but it's my duty to cook nicely. So he's thinking, but if he comes with the other sannyasis, because other sannyasis, they were seeing, oh, all these elaborate preparations, why are you eating such opulent food? Balo nakaibo. Balo nakaibo, you should not eat balo, very good food, you should not eat. So now he's thinking this. If he came alone, then he wouldn't feel any inhibition, and we could encourage him, oh, please eat. And say, oh, okay, to reciprocate with your love, I'll accept. But you know, time and place and circumstance, and in different situations we have to behave differently. The pressure of the environment, the pressure of the situation. Mahaprabhu is God, but he's always setting the perfect example. So now when he's moving all these sannyasis, he has to consider what is best for these sannyasis, what is best for this grihastha, and many, many things he has to consider. Consequently, he'll choose not to eat anything. So now he goes on. Tabe ame iha sava pari kahoyaite ke e kamana mora sira haya kon mate. Then how could I make him eat all these preparations? How can I fulfill this desire of mine? E matamane chinte Advaita Acharya randana karina mane bhavi se karya. Advaita Acharya continued to think like this as he was cooking for the Lord. Now, Ishvara o karya samkhya namara grahan madhyanadi kriya karibare hailaman. Meanwhile, So the scene, if you're watching a movie, there's cameras are on one particular scene, and then the next scene appears in front of your eyes. So Shastras are telling Leela. Leela is in motion, it's moving, it's drama, it's characters, there's heroes and heroines, and all kinds of exchanges and settings. So now we're in the house and we're in Puri, we're in Advaita's house, the camera's on his wife, in the kitchen, the offerings are there, the pots are there, everything's cooking, and he's cooking. And he tells his mind. So now you're thinking, oh, that's what's on his mind, and that's what Advaita is doing to prepare for his guest. But what's the host doing? What's Mahaprabhu doing? So the next scene comes on, oh, acha, now it's Mahaprabhu, the star of this Leela. It's a luncheon engagement with Gauranga Mahaprabhu and a Grihastha follower of his, Advaita Acharya, who's a member of the Panchatattva. So now the author says, meanwhile, Mahaprabhu is completing his chanting of a fixed number of holy names and prepared to perform his noon duties. Noon duties means taking snan and chanting Anik or Gayatri Mantra. He was setting a perfect example. But here it says, Sankhya Namara Grahan, that the Lord himself was counting the names. So this Sankhya Nam is so important. These 6 Goswamis are glorified as doing that, Sankhya Nam, and the Lord is also doing that. He's setting an example. It doesn't matter what number you have, you fix, but every day you should do a fixed, Sankhya means number. It should be a fixed number. And generally the Shastras say that the Lord, he likes, it should be a package. It's called a granthi. A granthi means 4 rounds. 4 rounds of japamala, 108 beads. It takes about half hour in the beginning. And then as one gets more purified and more expert in hearing and chanting, he can chant faster. So the Lord is setting an example and is teaching everywhere in the Shastra. This is the age of Kali, we should do Sankhya Nam. Sankhya Nam. Every day a fixed number of mala. This is the age of Nam Sankirtan, this is the age of Harinam, Kali Yuga. Other means of perfection, yog, gyan, karma. We don't have the intelligence for gyan. We don't have the knowledge of the proper rituals for karma. We don't have the physical bodies for yoga. We really don't. So what is left for us? Because there's 3 ways, 4 ways you can say to realize the absolute truth. Karma, gyan, yoga, and bhakti. Bhakti is also yoga, bhakti yoga. And Gita Krishna says this is the greatest yoga. So the easiest way to do bhakti yoga is shravanam kirtanam, hearing and chanting. Hear the Lord's holy name and chant the Lord's holy name. There is meditative chanting and there is collective chanting. There's solitary bhajan and there's congregational bhajan. So congregational bhajan means husband and wife together in a house, for example, many married people here, or sadhu by himself or with other sadhus, kartal, dolak, mridanga, then engaging in kirtan, harinam, sankirtan, together as a family. But then there's solitary bhajan, where one alone, he chants a fixed number as an offering to the Lord. So basically in Kali Yuga, the Lord is saying, offer me a half hour a day to start. See how your life changes. Offer me 1/2 hour. 1/2 hour is 1 granthi. He's asking for 1 granthi. Granthi means a measurement. A granthi means a measurement of 4 rounds of japa. Then 8, and then 12, then 16, and like this. And this will establish one on the spiritual path in Kali Yuga. And one will experience solid reciprocation from the Nam. Krishna, in other ages, Krishna appeared as Yagyavai Vishnu. Yagyavai Vishnu. In the Treta Yuga, there was yagya. People did yagya in Treta Yuga. So the fire, the flame of the fire when you do swaha, that flame, that Yagyavai Vishnu, the Yagya Purush is Vishnu. And then in Satya Yuga, the object of one's puja, meditation, everything was Paramatma and Satya Yuga. There's Paramatma, then there's Yagyavai Vishnu. This is the object of meditation. You're offering offerings to Vishnu in the fire yagya. Then it came into Dwapar Yuga. Now Vishnu took the form of Murti. So now you meditate on Murti, you do puja, archan, shringar, etc. arati, stutis. But now Kali Yuga, where does the Lord manifest? He doesn't manifest, so let's say, fire, Paramatma, fire, Archamurti, all these things are going on. But the primary manifestation of the Lord in Kali Yuga is in Nam Rup Avatar. The Lord is in His name. So you may do Yagya, Homa, Satyanarayan Puja, Shanti Homa, etc. But nothing necessary. Yoga, Karam, Gyan, do Bhakti of Nam. Chant the holy names of the Lord. Ram Nam, Krishna Nam.